second live stream of Wraith the Oblivion. I don't want to durdle around too much. We finally... I need to turn my phone off again, god damn it. We finally got Xavier a better webcam, and Adam decided to stream with us from the fucking Stone Age tonight. So you guys can enjoy that and complain at him.
Leave comments about it.
Really quick, let's go around, remind the people who you were playing and how you died, and then we'll dive right up into this bitch. How's that sound? Josh, give it a go.
My character is Francis Dumas. He is, during his living days, he was an electronic musician in the vein of people like Nine Inch Nails, but also combined with like the Eurythmics and stuff like that. And he also happened to be a bisexual minority, and that upset some people, which resulted in him and his boyfriend at the time getting beaten by some not very nice backcountry people while on tour. They spared his boyfriend, however, if he was willing to give him a good kick in the head. And that's why he's now an angry ghost.
Josh, it's okay. You can say white people.
Xavier?
Oh, I am playing Miles Bryce, an ex-CIA agent. He doesn't know how he died, and in death he's hoping to figure that out.
Adam?
I am John Titus. I passed away, I guess, as Josh first said last time, it was not Daredevil style, where you didn't throw away a boxing match.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, his dad. I'm like, you got chemicals splashed in your face, and instead of getting superpowers, you just died?
The actual way you're supposed to die?
Hey,
And-
Jack Murdoch.
And Tom.
And I'm still Clive McCullen, who died in a mugging go wrong, where I don't believe how I died.
You won't believe what happens next?
Let me see that kill cam. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I believe
That
it was
motherfucker's
lag.
using bots.
Lag.
Lag.
Peeker's preference.
Like, he was screen watching.
All right.
Huh. Our Twitch isn't showing up, and that's worrying me a little bit. I'm gonna assume that's down to my personal download speed. So, to recap, last time, you guys were brand new wraiths. Oh, hey! SteelLord2261 is now following us. Thank you, SteelLord2261. To recap, last time, you guys, freshly dead, freshly out of your calls, found yourselves in the little 5 Points neighborhood of Atlanta.
Ooh.
Where we kicked a cat in a hole.
Yeah, basically. You guys found out that no new wraiths had popped up lately, and word on the street had it that it was being caused by a strange cult referred to as the Burning. You guys looked into it, if only for fear of your own safety, and traced the disappearances down to this small child that was present at every accident and murder that should have spawned a wraith, and found that she had a very strange pet, a talking cat, which heretofore you have not seen any animals in the Shadowlands. All hell broke loose, a Nile opened up, you kicked the cat into it, took out some specters, and now you are about to leave the Blue Crystal. You have this small girl in tow that literally everybody in Little 5 Points told you to leave alone. And she's not looking too happy. What do you do?
I'm not too happy with her. She tried to kick me into the abyss.
Oh yeah, she tried stepping on your fingers, didn't she?
Are we going to talk to her about that?
I don't know. Should you seem like the most dad-like Xavier? I think you should give her the papa talk.
Yeah.
Like, look here, child.
Now listen here, Missy. You can't be stomping on people's fingers into oblivion.
That's our job.
Yeah, I will go up and give her the daddy talk.
Oh shit, our stuff is still set to test drive.
Woo!
One of these days we're gonna figure this shit out.
We're professionals.
I mean, honestly, let's face it. There's a lot worse that that people have done on their first or I guess what are we on, third now stream?
Yeah. Third.
Yeah, only third.
Don't worry about the one.
Third one that counts. Okay, so you're gonna talk to her now. Here's the question: have you actually left the blue crystal yet?
I don't think so. I think we need to have a conversation with this small child about talking cats and holes into the nether realms.
Yeah.
Now, don't forget, there were gunshots. There were unpleasant sounds emanating from the vicinity, and you were in a building where literally everybody is looking to protect the haunt of this tiny little girl.
Yeah.
So you might have drawn some attention.
I've picked up on that with my astute CIA agent perceptions.
Okay, so you talk to the little girl, and
Yeah.
I can't see chat. This is going to be an interesting night.
Woo!
So what do you say to her?
Professor.
I'll lean in and say, "Oh, we already knew about the cat, or I know about the cat, and it's."
But does she know about the cat though?
Well, first I'm gonna ask if she's all right.
Is she still face peeled off and bleeding and everything?
Yes.
Oh,
Now,
that's tragedy.
now at this point, Josh's keening would have worn off, so everybody's emotions would be starting to go back, and she is not any happier than she was originally. So she'll start sort of look at you with this. Well, it's kind of hard to judge her expression given the
flap and kind of pushing it back up.
I told you, leave me alone! I told you, get out of my home! You hurt my kitty! And she's going to start running, basically, for the front door, screaming, as a 7-year-old in distress is wont to do.
Gonna have to follow her. What are they
Quick,
gonna
hit
do?
her with
Kill
a
me?
chair.
Hey, we're at 5 viewers, and I can't interact with any one of them. Hi, guys. Sorry, my chat isn't working. We'll figure it out.
Or we won't. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow her out. Not like they can kill me or anything.
Okay, so you're actually going to let her get to the door.
I think I'm still in the back room.
Were we?
Yeah, we were in the back room.
Oh, okay.
So she's basically running into the front entrance.
That's fine.
She's going towards the exit, though.
Oh, so the exit from here.
Yes.
Xavier, you're gonna have to shoot her in the back.
I've got to put a little girl down. I'll do it.
Or just hit her in the back of the head with a chair or something. I mean, especially now, her head has to be pretty malleable. There's a little less padding right now, too. So, I mean, just a good whap.
All right. Well, I guess I don't want to tackle her.
You don't want to just tackle a child into the ground.
That would be fun. It'd be easy.
It would be fairly easy. I'm sure she'll just go outside, cry. We'll have to explain to everybody everything. So I guess that's what we're gonna have to do.
All right.
People aren't gonna like us.
I don't care. This is Atlanta.
Like, come on, guys. This is my first day.
So you allow her to exit into the streets.
If it's between that shooting her or tackling her, yeah.
Okay.
Her face flapping in the ghost wind.
How majestic.
So, yeah, she throws open the door. She goes stomp, stomp, stomp into the street. And as the door begins to swing back closed, you can see that the what's the word? I want to say amalgamation, but that's not right. The gathered wraiths are looking on with worry and consternation crossing their visages, and the concerned mumbling is quickly turning to angry mumbling.
I'll step outside and I'm gonna use ballad to try to calm everybody down.
Just shut the fuck up, people.
Okay.
Yeah, use your rate powers.
So you step outside. Go ahead and there's about like maybe 10 to 15 people here. So I do believe the number of people you can actually affect with your ballot is you need
4
successes for, right?
It only says that the number of successes indicates the depth of feeling and its duration.
Okay. Manipulation plus keening, buddy. Diff 8.
Difficulty 8. That's 3 successes.
Okay.
That'll last about 3 rounds while I go, everybody. There's been a huge misunderstanding.
So no, wait. Let's really put this in picture, right? A
Oh,
girl
it's not
runs
gonna
out.
look pretty.
A little girl runs out screaming, bleeding, half of her face missing. You walk out and sing to everybody. What is the song that you sing to lift people's spirits?
Ha. I get it.
Let me think.
What's a popular 1994 song?
Oh no.
He just goes out, Hadaway.
Oh, what's that? I'm gonna sing the most calming song from the 90s I can think of, but I can't remember the name.
What if God was... I don't think that one's out yet.
No, I was thinking of that song by Savage Garden.
Oh, that one. I don't know what song you're talking about.
I don't think that came out yet.
You could be the one to write it.
It was I who wrote that one really sappy song from Savage Garden.
You could be a ghostwriter.
Was that supposed to be a pun? No.
That's supposed to be funny, Xavier, because it was kind of.
Do you think you're funny?
I don't. Other people think I'm funny.
It might be truly, madly, deeply, but I don't remember if that's the one I'm thinking of. Anyways, if you know, if people know who Savage Garden is, they're gonna know that it's
like a virgin.
No.
That would be awful.
Okay, so you go out, you croon. They look confused for a second, and then like what is the emotion that you're trying to convey? You're trying to calm everybody down, right?
Yes.
Okay, you've got them to a point where they're willing to listen to the man that's chasing a small girl out of her home.
Did we ever get that cat's name?
We did.
The cat was... Did you?
Yeah, he told us his name.
Okay, so yeah, the cat's name is Jack.
Okay.
That's right.
And did you guys know Jack the Cat can summon shades? Also, what the fuck?
I'm gonna be like, turns out somebody hidden amongst you's been manipulating this little girl into turning over the new wraiths to the shades.
There's sort of rabble, mutter, and they sort of look from Effie to you like, what the hell are you talking about? This is a little girl.
There's like no... Do shades leave like emanations or anything like that, like a sense that people feel?
Oh man.
1 second. How's it going? 3 spooky 5 me. Thanks for joining in the chat. Do shades leave an emanation? With my limited knowledge of the setting, I don't believe so, especially now that you've dispatched all of them. Now, there might still be a nihil growing in the back of the blue crystal.
What do you mean a nihil? Is that the name of the hole opening up?
Yep, big giant hell hole leaking into the Tempest.
I'm gonna tell everybody to check the back of the building then.
There's nothing there.
There was literally a hole to the Oblivion just here.
I mean, yeah, but they can still
Was
go
it there if
inside
we were
and feel
walking out?
the uneasiness.
I have no idea how to handle this.
Yay!
While the people are walking in there, we just run them off with the girl. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it, Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're chasing her, Effie is gone at this point.
That's fine.
I'm gonna just roll some dice here. Don't mind me.
Should I be rolling any kind of manipulation?
You know what? That's a good idea. Let's have you roll instead. Give me no, this is gonna be charisma,
Appearance.
empathy. I think
Okay, what difficulty?
standard 6. We'll just see how you do.
I want to see a roll that is appearance intimidation. Because I think
That's
Actually,
the
never
Digo
mind, that
kind of
makes
roll. Or if people knew that'd be your character from my D&D campaign. Oh, that's 3 successes and 1. Yeah. 2. Oh, I never picked charisma as my specialty.
Oh,
Oh,
never die.
Okay, well that should be 3 successes.
Okay, so this rather thuggish-looking youth sort of steps forward.
Is youth really an appropriate term now in this world?
Rather thuggish-looking adolescent? That seems worse.
Well,
Urban folk.
I mean, there's like we chose how we look at this point now.
He wanted to look like a thug. Straight up gangster.
So I just realized that I think I read your sentence completely wrong there, Yusuf. I thought you wanted us to refer to you as 3 Spooky 5 Me, and I'm a moron. Cool Imp! What's going on, Pimp Imp? Yeah, my apologies, Yusuf. Welcome to the chat. It's been another long day. Cool Imp, how's it going, Cool Imp? So yeah, this guy steps forward, brandishing a relic bat, and says, "Wait a minute, didn't you just fucking get here? All right, now you're terrorizing a little girl. Why the hell should we listen to you?"
I'm gonna get my gun ready.
I guess
I'm the man that just took out 5 fucking
walking
shades.
out.
He sort of look around. He's manipulating us. He's a goddamn shanter. Kick his ass.
I'll just be like, all right, that's enough.
Stay your hand, knave.
As you pull out a ghost gun to his ghost bat.
I'll ask him what his name is. Like, oh, what's your name? With the bat.
I'm trying real hard to think about what this guy's actual reaction would be.
Someone asking questions?
Wait, who the hell are you? What the hell does my name have to do with it? What are you doing in there?
You guys were trying to protect that little girl, right?
He looks around. He sees her still weeping and probably like hiding behind the crowd. Chokes up on the bat. I'd say it's a little late for that.
Yeah, I would agree. Did you know that the cat she was keeping was fucking manipulating her?
Cat? What cat? She doesn't have a cat.
Not anymore.
It was the cat all along.
Did the 2 men that we initially met when we got here, have they come out?
Jomo and Willie Ardmore. No, they have not. These are
I'm
just
gonna tell them that Joe and Willie saw the cat.
Joe and Willie.
I can't wait to see that hentai Willie Joe.
Just for the record, guys, Blood Angels for the win. Anyway. Joe and Willie saw the cat. All right.
Adam!
Did we lose Adam? All right, give me another charisma empathy.
Huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing a live stream right now with the guys. So. Probably not, but we'll see.
Another 3 successes. Can I declare my charisma to be smooth talker? My specialty, since I never picked one?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay, in that case, that's 5 successes.
That is an epic success.
Woo! Can we beat up this guy now with the crowd?
You can everybody beat this guy up. No.
And then you're gonna be like, oh, I now understand why those guys beat me up to death. This is fun.
No, Yusuf, I am not having a fucking laugh. Although, if it makes you feel any better, I'm usually a Chaos player, so that's about the only Imperial army I can stomach. Anyway, let's see.
You had him a fucking giggle, mate.
So this punk chick with a green mohawk sort of steps out from the crowd and says, "If Jomo and Ardmore vouch for them, they're all right. Steve, just calm down."
Steve,
Steve.
your name is
I know
Steve.
your name now, Steve.
Like, I'm gonna write in my. You know your name now.
We're undead. We can be anybody we want now, and you still choose to be Steve.
I want original, bro.
I still like the idea that I'm wearing like a Dark Souls helmet and just normal clothes.
So Steve just
sounds ridiculous.
Why are you trying to start shit, Steve?
he just sort of sneers. Yeah, I'm watching you, sort of pointing you down with the head of his bat, and then goes sulks off with his girlfriend in the shadows.
All right, so what do these people want to know? How, after not even being here for a day, we solved one of their problems?
They've gone from outwardly suspicious to back to gawking. Jomo and Ardmore are fairly trusted in the area, so by invoking their name, you've got yourself some amnesty for this for a minute. That, and I have absolutely no idea what the fuck to do in this scenario. I actually expected this. I expected an angry crowd. I expected Josh to try to use keening. Didn't know where to go from there.
That's what you get for expecting anything of us.
That's a good point.
The only thing you can expect is not to expect anything. And when you don't expect that, we go on the rails.
That's it, guys.
Bam.
We're burning the Shadowlands down.
That is true Agents of Chaos.
On the rails the whole time. All right.
We should probably head back to Willie and Joe, though.
Yeah.
I
Tell
don't
them
have to
about
see
the
Judge
cat.
Willie.
How we kicked the cat in a hole.
And for those who noticed, I made that joke twice. Good on you. I don't think many others did.
I mean, I'm here and I didn't even notice shit, so good job.
Exactly.
Coolimp says all it takes is a nuke, Josh.
That's how it ended, didn't it? It didn't
Okay,
fuck
Josh.
technocracy.
Yeah.
We just need to get 25 kills in a row without dying. So we're already not doing well.
We can't die again, Tom.
I mean, do harrowings count? Because that's possible. Okay. The street is relatively clear at the moment. You are more than welcome to head back to the Artificers Guild.
Well, that's where I'm heading.
Yeah, I'll go there too to try to explain the situation so we don't look like creepy perverts.
Is that little girl just gonna cry in the street, or?
Unless you're going to actively try and pursue her or something, she's gonna kind of disappear.
From the plot.
No, she's still important. God told me so.
All right, heading to the Artificers Guild.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah. Following my compatriots.
So
Fun.
you pull open the door, and as the door swings open, and the sort of relative chaos that you just left behind ebbs away, you can hear what almost sounds like the dying gasp of a final shriek as it fades away into nothingness from somewhere in the back room.
Everything all right back here?
Your question is drowned out by what sounds like the ring of a blacksmith's hammer.
Aha!
They're making people stuff out of people. Everything's soiling down here.
Hey.
I'm gonna go ahead and go in the back.
Go
Okay.
see what they're doing.
So you make your way towards the back of the shop, and the hammer is just sort of ringing against this anvil as Ardmore is sort of pounding out what looks like this sort of like a black steel coin. And as the coin just sort of settles and he's able to bash it into its final form with its tongs, he takes it and just unceremoniously drops it into what almost looks like a burlap sack or some sort of equivalent for, where you are at the moment. And he sort of turns as you sort of poke your head through the door. That was fast. Can't be done already.
Oh, yeah, well, we kicked the cat in the hole.
What?
Well,
Oh,
the cat was manipulating the little girl. Turns out the cat was a man named Jack. And he summoned a bunch of shades out of a big hole into Oblivion. And we just kind of kicked the cat back in the hole. And then we killed all the ghosts that came out.
well, okay, wait. Now you're firing a lot at me right now, and Jomo is just sort of like looking concerned over his shoulder because I don't want to risk doing that accent again.
Which accent, Charlie?
So now wait. So the cat was named Jack.
Yes.
Jack is Effie's imaginary friend. We ain't never heard the cat called Jack. We didn't even know there was a cat here till a little while ago.
Well, the cat was who she called Jack. And the Jack said he was a wraith, and he turned into a cat to make the girl more comfortable. And he was using Effie to lure people out.
And then he
And
tried to
Effie
push
thought
me
she
into
said
a
something
hole.
about- Effie tried to kick him into the hole. He fell. He was holding on. She was stomping on his fingers.
No, the cat pushed me into the hole.
Oh, the cat pushed him in the hole. Effie tried stepping on his fingers.
It was
And
all a
Effie was
clusterfuck.
sitting.
Okay, now the hole. I need you to explain to me this hole. Describe it to me. What did it look like?
There was a big screaming hole into nothingness.
A Nile. There's a Nile in Little 5 Points.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to call it.
That's what it's called. That's what happens when the tempest punches through.
Well, I'm used to calling it a pothole.
Boy, that ain't no pothole. You don't want to see what lies at the other end of that hole. I'm talking rain in glass. I'm talking lightning flashing. I'm talking fire filling the air. You don't want to see what lives in the tempest. I've hitched a ride with a couple ferrymen. What about it?
I don't know what a ferryman is.
Oh,
I
like
know
the
what a
pictures,
ferryman is.
the pictures of my homeland.
You got a lot to learn, kid. Look, I'm trying to process this one at a time. So you're telling me that Effie, who we told you to leave alone, by the way, you're telling me that Effie was responsible for new race getting thrown into a Nile?
No, not Effie directly.
However, she said something about she was trying to get rid of the bad people. We don't know who she meant by bad people.
But that list seemed to include us.
That
And it
list
clearly
seemed to
means you
be-
guys have bad intuition.
That or it's Atlanta, and you're probably all bad people.
Oh,
I mean, you could have gone with the World of Darkness on that one, X, but you just couldn't help yourself.
I mean, it's Atlanta World of Darkness.
And he sort of like closes his eyes, and he leans back against his anvil. You didn't tell anyone about this, did you?
well.
Maybe.
Say
I don't think
we
they
do
actually-
tell someone. What's the worst that will happen?
Well, for starters, if the hierarchy finds out that Effie had anything to do with someone feeding the specters in the Tempest, and he points to the wall that is currently covered with soul-forged material.
They're going to turn her into one of those things.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel a lot of sympathy.
She did try kicking his fingers.
You can call me petty.
Man, that is a little girl.
And
She's been in for how long?
I'm sure that we
less than a
can.
day and almost got thrown into the not Oblivion, the Tempest
The hole.
for trying to help.
I'm sure she was just misguided, and we can smooth anything over.
However, that little girl was involved in killing people.
My friend, you do not know the hierarchy well, do you? The
I
hierarchy
just got here.
Calling me out on my ignorance.
Let me explain something to you. The hierarchy does not do smoothing over. The hierarchy does not do forgiveness. Materials are scarce down here, and they will take any excuse they can to get more of them. Now this cat. You kicked the cat into the Nile.
This is correct.
Yep.
That doesn't mean it's gone for good. It's a death sentence to most wraiths, yes, but more than a few can cross it on their own. There's also other things beneath the Tempest that a particularly malignant being might be able to use to find its way back.
Ah, yes, demons.
It sounds to me like you boys have a very good reason to watch your back for the next few days. In the meantime, as promised, and he sort of scrapes up the burlap sack that he was filling with coins, and sort of
Ghost money.
places it before you. As promised, 100 oboli each, minus the 80 for your guitar.
Go to
They,
the board.
what are they called?
Down here, they're called oboli.
Oh, okay.
Although I'm sure your guys are going to turn that into ghost dollary dues pretty soon.
I heard Ebola. 100 Ebola victims for each of you.
That's
What a terrible way to die.
What do we get? 5 each then? We each get 5 ghost bucks.
No, it's 500 minus
Oh,
your
fine.
80. So, I accidentally factored Bob into that. Oh, well, you guys get to reap the benefit of my fuck up.
That's
Yeah.
okay. So 420 divided by...
Hey, New Wave Masquerade, how you doing?
Smiley face.
Oh boy.
We each get 105 ghost dollars.
Yay. I don't know what the worth is.
So I was actually thinking about that, considering the fact that we're talking about an economy that real-world people would be familiar with. I'm imagining that one.
What's the exchange rate?
Yeah, I figure about one ebolus equals, one ebolus equals $1, plus or minus 15 to 50% because of scarcity.
Scarcity. There's
Yeah.
people dying every day.
should be in flux.
If anything, the economy should be inflating.
Yeah, but they don't turn everybody into stuff, and the people they do turn into stuff don't all get turned into money.
Yeah, but that's still percentage of people dying every day, rapidly growing.
There's infinitely more dead people than there are living.
Well, every dead person also supposedly doesn't go here.
That's another good point. Not everybody does go to the Shadowland.
Which one of these two guys didn't trust Holly Underwood? Was it Willie or Jomo?
Jomo. That is another thing. You did see what you believe to be Holly Underwood basically inhabit a hobo and run him right in front of a car.
I'm gonna
That
tell
was strange, but I think we had more pressing matters at the time. We should go talk to her about that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell Jomo what we saw. And by proxy, Willie, since he's here.
Okay, so you're gonna
Tell him about the homeless people she's possessing, getting them run down, and then running off with their little ghost sacks. Their ghost placenta
It gets rid
sacks.
of the homeless problem.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
She's doing a
Adam.
community service.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll intelligence. Fuck it, investigation. Why not?
These difficulty?
We'll go with a 6.
No. Yeah.
Yay.
Four successes then.
4
got it.
successes.
Yep. I connect the dots like crazy.
You did it better than the detective.
Like, who's the real detective here?
Well, I gave it to him because of his Arcanos. So if you know... I'm not saying one way or the other. I will give you something to consider. If you know that the cat was a wraith that changed its shape, you do have access to the Arcanos Moliate, right?
Yes.
If the cat was the one behind sending specters to, or sending wraiths to the Tempest, it's not a wide stretch that he might have been able to take on other forms.
Well, it's true. Yeah.
So I will give that to you to do with that information what you will.
Well, I guess I'll let them know that the cat person, Jack, can probably transform into other people like the Underwood seller.
1 second. Coolimp, no problem, buddy. You can advertise your game all you want. You've certainly done a lot to help us, by all means. And honestly, I'm just kind of stoked that people are talking in our chat. That's super awesome for us.
How dare you!
Anyway, yes, continue.
So she can, or the cat can turn to any other person?
Like, you can transform into like whatever it wants to be. If it's smart enough.
Can it transform into other people?
You can transform into anything. Pretty much anything that the imagination can conjure up.
Nah.
So what you're saying is to trust no one.
Well, the cat's dead, so we don't have to worry about. Well, we think the cat's dead. The cat's been dead. But
Kick the cat in the hole. However, the cat's tougher than we thought.
yeah, the cat may come back.
It could have been Steve.
But that girl with the green mohawk.
Or Steve.
I got a feeling that Steve is going to be one of those throwaway characters I set up as a joke. And like Sally and Betty, and there's a lot of
Stab
those.
that character sheet right now, Chaz.
Who's gonna be his shadow?
Man.
We won't ever let you have throwaway characters that you expect. Only the ones you expected not throwaway. Those get offed.
All right. So.
Trust no one except this random NPC. Yeah, basically.
I don't trust Steven.
Stefan.
Hey, judging by
Oh,
the
yeah.
last two, Steve is about to be like your greatest ally. I mean, Sally only saved your lives, I think, once or twice. Betty was at least good for a laugh.
Wait, okay, how is Steven spelled? Is it with a V or PH?
I abhor people that spell it PH. So, wait,
So it's PH.
somebody might spell PH in the chat. Anybody who spells it PH and watches us is cool. But if you don't, you're a dork. So he spells it with a V.
So it's Steven.
Steven. All right. What else do we need from these people? Are we done? Could we leave Atlanta, boys?
Road trip? It's getting nuts.
I mean, you absolutely could. There is ways to get out of Atlanta. There's ways to...
Can we leave the hood?
Well, we have to get a basketball career started. Or a rap group.
Which, this is 90s Atlanta. I'm sure there's plenty around.
So that is a fair question to ask. And I want you to consider the mindset of your characters at the moment. What do you do now? This is the first... Well, first of all, you were basically thrust like a naked baby in the woods into this realm of monsters and horror, and apparently you're dead. Maybe you understand that, maybe you don't. This is the first bit of, I guess, sentience and mobility and free choice that you've had since you died. You have your passions, your motivation strong enough to resist the pull of death itself. You have your fetters, the objects that meant so much to you that they were able to keep you from the jaws of oblivion. What do you do now? What would you want to do?
I'm gonna go up to the one that talks. What's his name, Willie?
Willie Ardmore, yes.
Yes. I'll pull him aside. I'll say, Willie, I got some things I want to ask you.
Yeah?
Can you get wet?
How does one find out how they died?
The kill camera.
The kill.
Mine was hacked.
Lag.
I don't rightly know I can answer that one for you. What's the last thing you remember?
I was on my way home, and then I was here.
Were you on your way home, or were you off to visit a friend?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Perhaps you were mugged.
He was like, you know, we got that dude's sword. Let's stab this guy. Just keep the train rolling.
They came after me afterwards, like, nah.
And now I'm here. Also, I've been getting strange visions. I don't know what they mean, but they've been helping out.
I feel your pain, Cool Imp. I've been trying to get a werewolf game started myself. Adam still hasn't finished his Silver Fang. What the fuck noise was that?
I think that was X.
It was in my laptop
That was a
this
nasal
time.
grunge.
I'm telling you, you're giving Austin a run for his money.
Adam, when were you supposed to actually make your character?
Like before the vampire campaign ended? When I ended, went on hiatus?
Oh, I mean, I think we actually had plans much before that.
Oh, yeah.
Classic Adam, says Yusuf.
It's been like a year.
Yeah.
Adam, you're getting typecasted.
Yeah.
That's not something to be yaying about. But whatever, you do you, Adam.
Yeah.
Vision.
I generally
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, my character generally wants to find Holly Underwood, and not just for her weird reasons of kidnapping and killing homeless people.
Oh, that weird reason.
Because that might have been the cat, though.
No, the homeless man's definitely dead.
Like the cat might have transformed into Underwood. And then,
I don't know. I don't know if that timing matches up. Because like right after we saw that, we went to the place, right?
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe.
The cat was fast. I don't know, man.
You know what, Yusuf? I could not agree more. Carlo Martino makes a lot of people's nights. You know what? Why don't we just do this old school? And I'm going to ask you guys to give me an initiative roll.
Okay.
Just a D10.
D10. Well, it's plus, Dex wits.
All right. That button. What's my dex?
So after I talked to Joey, you must be Iris. Oh,
Nice.
I'm sorry. I am the only person that understands that because I edit the videos. You remember when you're trying to do the drug deal for Murphy for Yarrow?
Which one of us?
Adam, how many
No.
drug deals have you done for Murphy for Yarrow?
The only one who actually spends time with Murphy.
I,
Sorry, some of the recordings could be a while ago. For us.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
As we pull back the curtains a little bit,
Josh, how'd you do?
we surprisingly did not record that session you're mentioning 1 or 2 weeks ago.
7, Josh?
Yes.
All right, X?
9.
Adam?
9,
Mods?
6.
5.
And Tom?
15.
Okay, so that means Tom is up first. Tom, what would you like to do?
Well, I think I'm gonna develop some trust issues now.
That's fair.
But I have to keep an eye on you guys because the moment you guys leave my vision, or at least go to somewhere else, suddenly the next time I see you, you might not be you. Someone has brought that up now.
Yep.
Paranoia intensifies. I don't think everyone has that power. I don't know that.
But only one person needs to change into you.
That's true. So we need to have a thing that we can identify each other as, or identify each other.
Oh,
So
that's a good
nobody
idea.
can
Let's
do to
exit
us.
the room, go into a private room and make like a sign.
Okay.
We might get shot if we do that sign.
That just depends on what neighborhood.
We already did though. We can't get.
No, we can still get shot.
Do you want Xavier to prove that to you right now?
The bullets are expensive, man.
Soul bullets.
Yeah.
Urge to watch the thing intensifies. That's not a bad idea, Yusuf. Playing on that particular idea of paranoia might not be a bad direction for the campaign. Interesting.
That was the one with Kurt Russell, right?
Well, the original or the remake?
The remake?
I don't know.
So you calling us to another room, Tom?
Yeah.
Just like, okay, what
Are
are
you
people
gonna-
turn into each other? All right, hold on.
Are you gonna just cut off completely the conversation with between Xavier and Ardmore?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you do then, X?
It's like kind of like collaring him just into another room. Compatriots? Is come to my
I guess Strange Vision's out. Okay, hold on.
what?
I'll be here.
It has come to my attention that someone can be us.
We're already
Talking about the catch.
Yes.
Oh. I don't know. Can anybody be anybody else?
We just need some kind of sign to differentiate ourselves.
All right, we all watch Naruto, right?
Or we could do the cool middle school thing.
I'm docking you all XP for that.
You didn't know I did it.
I wonder if that's just an American middle school thing, or if that was like a more international thing. If people who see us in Europe will get that.
Let us know in the comments.
I don't know. We have I think we have some Canadian folks in the chat. Does that happen for you guys? Oh hey, Yaganel is now following. What's up, Yaganel?
Oh, the S. Yeah, there we go. That thing people used to do.
It is the
The middle
90s, so
school-
that's
The middle school gang sign.
Make that.
So is
sick
that how we
ass-
recognize each other?
Did you see the hero thing?
I don't know. What do you guys want to come up with? We'll keep that as a backup.
As a backup.
If no one else suggests anything, that's what it's gonna be.
What we do is we shake each other's hands as we shake up. The first person to initiate the handshake slaps the other person, and the down one the other person slaps them.
That's too complicated.
But no one would guess it.
We do that every time, though. They're like, what are they doing?
Is there anybody who can read minds?
Not yet.
There's that one homeless guy, but
Well, they can read emotions, but I don't know about read minds.
You talking about Hobo Mo? I've heard. You stay clear of Hobo Mo.
Nobody's gonna understand that until I run mage.
well, then let's get on it.
How many chronicles do you want me to have going at once?
6.
I could make
Every
that
major World of Darkness release, with the exception of Orpheus.
That still leaves out one, unless we don't like Hunter and Demon for some reason.
I love Demon.
So, gentlemen, what's your secret handshake?
Yeah, just about cool imp.
I told you.
Oh, someone suggested Mummy.
Suggested what? Oh, mummy.
So,
Look forward to my duelish mummy to throw people to the Shadow Realms.
all right, so yeah, Computer Smurf supports the idea, and Yusuf says Josh is absolutely correct. So, I guess I'm gonna have to do more chronicles. But
All right.
Hobo Mo is probably the greatest character you've ever played, Adam, and that's coming from a big fan of Carlo Martino.
I don't know. I'm partial to his Chunimbio.
Which one was that one? Or what game? That's right. I want to get back on that too.
Too many games, so little time. Anybody else have any suggestions? I'm not smacking any of us.
We can come up with the code word.
Sassafras.
Gorgonzola.
Omelette du fromage.
What's something that? What's something only '90s kids will remember?
God damn it!
Because they say there haven't been a new ghost here for like a few months, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so Walkman, guys.
So what would have happened in the last few months?
Oh, Pogs.
Pogs, yeah.
I was gonna say Courtney Love did it.
That happened like months ago.
Too soon, Josh.
Are
you guys reading the chat too? Because that way, then I can stop repeating them.
I hop back to it every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm actually generally leaving it on that.
Let me
So
put it
yes,
up.
everyone, I'm watching you and judging.
You know what? That kind of breaks my heart now because that severely lowers our number of viewers.
Oh. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if the 4 of you are watching and I'm watching, that's 5.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
We appreciate you guys.
All 2 of you, apparently.
No, we've got Cool Imp and Yusuf and New Wave and Computer Smurf, I believe, and anybody else who hasn't said hi. Hi, people.
Oh, does it tell you who's in here?
Only when they post.
I don't see any messages.
That's because you probably just joined.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yes, your secret code. We have to keep this interesting for the people on YouTube.
I'm sticking with either the little S hand sign or Courtney Love did it.
Both.
Yeah, Yusuf, but most of those are us, unfortunately.
Or Josh, we do the hand sign. We just say Spice Girls.
God damn it!
All right, that's what we'll do. We'll each name our favorites. We'll each name our favorite Spice Girl, and that's how we'll know it's us.
I don't remember their names.
Right now.
Sporty Spice.
Baby Spice.
Yeah, Baby Spice.
Oh, holy crap, Imp! I had no idea. Thank you.
Oh, what?
Imp just told us if you click the lines next to the cog, it will give a viewer list. That is awesome, as are you.
We're professionals.
All right.
Okay. All right, where's the band member list?
Right next to the little settings cog in the chat.
All right, everyone
I was
pick a
talking about
Spice
the
Girl based
Spice
on your
Girls on
favorite
Wikipedia.
tags.
Yusuf wants to know, there's no set schedule for these yet, right? I don't follow Twitter. Not yet. We actually do have to kind of get on that. I'm personally kind of thinking between 9 to 12 our time. I don't know what that is, GMT or whatever.
Right now we are -6.
Okay. Well, about this time usually is when I think we'll end up streaming, but it's still up in the air. We have to discuss it.
I'll take a Sporty Spice.
I'll take Scary Spice.
Damn it. I was going to take Scary Spice. I guess I'll go with Posh Spice.
We're glad somebody does New Wave.
Adam, you got Baby or Ginger Spice?
Choose
Ginger
wisely.
Spice? You want Ginger Spice then?
Oh, okay.
You know, you guys turned my fucking Demon Chronicle into a dating simulator. You turned the Wraith Chronicle into the fucking Spice
Homemade
Girls.
game. Thank you very much. Uncultured sow.
Well, actually,
Does
Alright, do
it
we all have our
post
code
on
word?
Patreon as well? I don't think so. If there's a way to do that, I am not aware of it. I guess I could like throw up a. I guess I could throw up like a notification myself, but that seems odd to like advertise ourselves in Patreon.
No, people do that all the time.
Yeah.
Patreon, yeah.
Okay, then I guess I'll start doing that.
Okay, so we each have a Spice Girl for when we split up. We need to review it one more time. I took Posh Spice.
Scary Spice.
Sporty Spice.
Ginger Spice?
Now I expect that written on your character sheet.
Yep.
Okay, I'll add it.
Tags. Muscle.
Dark skin. Afro.
Tomboy. Adam, what are your tags?
Not
Don't
your
worry about it.
actual tags, Adam. We don't want you going to prison.
Listen, don't worry about it.
That tells me one of two things, Adam. You're vanilla. Or you're
Okay, so you guys have your code word. I guess at this point we go to Xavier. It's your floor if you want to continue the meeting or go back to Ardmore.
I was like, okay, are we done here? I need to have a discussion.
All right,
And
I'm
if
good.
you want to think you feel like a whore, look at our tip little gif.
Dude, Imp, I know exactly what you mean. It really was the hardest thing in the world for me to even start the Patreon, because I don't want people to feel like, we don't care or we're only in this for the money or shit like that, but we can't get any better by ourselves, so we do super appreciate the generosity of you guys. You people are amazing, and we thank you. Now that I went off...
Thank you.
Oh man, look forward to that.
That's actually the sound that's gonna play when they donate.
I could make that happen. Anyway, so what do you do, Xavier? The floor is yours.
Well, I'm gonna go walk out to him. Like, okay, sorry for the interruption.
So you're going back to Ardmore. Okay, hang on. This is the first time that a member of the Circle has been by themselves. Who's got his shadow?
Not me.
Adam does.
Oh yeah.
Mike Bryce, yeah.
Okay. Miles Bryce. So that means you are on stage 2. We didn't get a lot of shadow action last time, and that's kind of understandable since we're still learning the ropes. So think of it like this. The shadow is a personification of what the French refer to as the call of the void. It is the urge when you are walking down the street to throw yourself in traffic. It is the urge that when you are cutting something with a knife to jam it in your neck. Imagine that personified. Imagine if that could talk to you. Imagine if that knew everything about you, had all your memories, all your deepest fears. Your job is to wear him down, to goad him to self-destructive behavior and draw him closer to oblivion. If there's anybody that can do it, Adam, it's you.
You fool.
Shut up.
You act as though
Shadow.
that isn't my natural state of being all the time.
No, like you like ask him, is your name Willie or Wet Willie?
What? What?
No.
Julie, deep, dark, and destructive.
Cool and solid suggestion.
Yeah, I don't want you to come up with that.
So for the viewers on YouTube, Cool Imp's suggestion was, hey, I'm here to suck you off.
That could go one
I
of
didn't
two
know my
ways.
shadow was
What?
Carlo.
That's a reference to the Vampire Chronicle.
Everybody
Phantom
knows
of the
that,
Sauce.
and no one's gonna forget. No one's gonna let you forget.
As they should.
Okay, so Adam, you are on stage every time Xavier is. You do not wait to be called upon. The shadow is always there to make a situation worse. So, Miles Bryce, you approach Ardmore.
Yes.
So, what's this about Populous Spices? Some new thing with you kids?
You didn't hear any of that. Anyways.
Carlo the Holy Moly, what a big Holy Martino. Carlo, the blood points get bigger and my circumference is weaker, Martino. Never forget Adam. The other option is to cry until he gets money to go away. People remember Adam. Your character is very memorable.
Oh.
If anything, that should be good. Yeah, one of those is supposed to be on my tombstone.
We're gonna make sure of it. If not, we're gonna chisel it in ourselves.
It's true.
Okay. Quick side tangent. Of all of us, who do we think is gonna bite it first?
Like IRL?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm surprised I made it this far.
I'm surprised I made it this far. I eat like crap, so let's vote for me.
Oh, I don't give a shit about what I eat. I have been shot multiple times, though. Adam, how about you?
I don't know.
You never been robbed at gunpoint at Babo's?
Not robbed, but
Like they do it, but they do it with the laser
Not
tag
robbed,
gun.
It did tie me up, though.
Cool. If he doesn't bite
get a bunch of drunk people coming in.
I don't think anybody heard you, Tom.
Cool. If he doesn't bite things, do you know proper form here? That's not the Adam way. Anyway.
I do that at the end.
Adam, you're not helping your own case.
And, I mean, Josh looks like he's got his shit together.
I think I
Yeah,
can make
Josh,
it.
you're probably gonna make it longer than all of us,
I'll
unless
take that
I
as a
gain my
compliment.
immortality. Let's be honest.
That's true. But I want actual immortality, not fucking uploading my consciousness into a computer. That's pretty lame. That's...
I'll accept body snatching.
That or, like, taking the life force of others. I could live with that.
So a vampire?
Like Stan Lee?
I was gonna say like Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah. Sucking
Oh,
up
come on.
people's
Which
soul.
one's more likely?
Cool Imp said, "Don't get all Black Mirror on me, Xavier."
Okay, it wouldn't be like that. It'd be more... With my heritage, I'd probably have to cut out their heart on a temple.
That's
And I would totally be fine with doing that.
Oh,
to
man.
make sure that
The sun comes up.
Odal can keep fighting off his sister, right?
Some shit like that.
Or was it his mother? I forget.
Well, Yusuf, I do hope that Mark Zantz makes a successful head of a megacorp in your Shadowrun game.
Ah.
Oh, it's Shadowrun Cyberpunk 2040 V20 crossover.
Ooh.
That's the most ambitious crossover I've heard.
Pop-Tarts ravioli.
You're right. I'm sorry. God, that's
That was
disgusting.
disgusting. Anyways, so back on track. Yes, visions.
What kind of visions?
I have them.
They seem
my
to
eye.
tell me not necessarily the future, but
The point of
past
the future.
and a little bit of the future. I don't understand it.
All right. Sometimes, when we cross over to this side, memories can get hazy. They can kind of float about us. Also, you might have been in that call for a while and unable to really make sense of what you were looking at. Are you sure it's something other than that?
Yes, when I was talking to what was the little girl's name?
Effie.
Steffi.
No, Effie. Fire up.
Effie. I would get imprints of, well, when I wanted to find out information about the cat, I got it. And when I wondered if it was worth my time to help this girl, I had an inkling that it was an overwhelming yes.
New Wave brings up a good idea.
Yeah. No, don't.
I wonder if the guy that Adam's Giovanni character killed with the BJ of Death will make an appearance as a pissed-off NPC Wraith in this game.
If this game makes it past a decade.
Yeah.
No, the BJ of Death was in the past.
That's true.
Oh shit, yeah.
Ooh.
So if he
Yeah,
had
for
if
some
he
reason
had
I was thinking
fetters,
Modern Knights.
God damn it! Now I have to stat up that guy.
Was it Steve?
That'd be great.
Okay.
Oh man, those drums are going nuts.
No, New Wave. You don't apologize for anything. This is Adam brought this on himself.
The feather was in his mouth.
And then, actually, I wonder if Carlo Martino would try to just raise that guy at some point.
Oh, I'm sure he already did.
Ardmore. Ardmore sort of says, "Well, sounds to me like you're tapping into your Arcanoi."
My what?
Arcanoi, singular, Arcanos, we all have them. Little, ghost tricks that we can do helps
I love Ghost Trick.
getting by on life a little easier.
Is there a way I can control it?
Absolutely.
Do I need a teacher?
Are you asking for the mentor background, Xavier?
I mean, I didn't get actually points in it, so.
But you can use your experience points.
I need so much.
The fetter was in his mouth and on his chin. Anyway.
I would love to see his at his home he actually has a family and his son swore vengeance upon his father's killer.
The dick chomper? I've been following him for years.
That's how
on the same MO.
Xavier, what Arcanoi do you actually have?
I have fatalism and inhabit.
And it was fatalism that was giving you the visions, right?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, Willie Ardmore knows nothing about that, and he will tell you so. But Jomo, on the other hand, also knows nothing about fatalism.
Woo!
Like, damn it.
And who did it?
Is there anyone
Jack.
who does know?
Jack.
Jack. I'll have to make a deal with the cat. Nah, I'll just shoot it.
But
Cat's
Xavier, if you make a deal with the cat, you become a magical girl.
we all know
Oh
that.
my god, Adam. I know what you're referencing and I feel bad for it.
I luckily don't.
Was that a Puella Madoka Magica reference?
Whatever you want it, it's either that or Sailor Moon, whatever you want it to be, man.
Magical
Yusuf gets it.
Madoka.
Oh man, are we gonna rank it without a head?
I mean, we could do a crossover Wraith, Big Eye, Small Mouth.
I think we have to do Big Eye Small Mouth at some fucking point.
Well, with Adam, yeah.
We need all of the stereotypes, right? So we need a Chunibyo, we need a magical girl, we need anime protagonist that doesn't do anything. God damn it. What else?
That's me, dude.
Just engage.
All right. Ardmore says, well, my friend, it sounds to me like you need to find yourself an oracle.
A what?
The Guild
Delphi.
The Guild of Oracles. They're the seers. They're the ones that tend to master that little trick. You might be one yourself. I don't know of any in Little 5 Points, so you might have to venture into Atlanta proper to find yourself one. But be careful, because that's hierarchy territory.
Well, we haven't incurred any wrath from the hierarchy, I'm sure.
Oh, I don't know about that. You've only been here for an hour. Tell me, where are you thinking of, holing up? Bedding down, you know. If you have a haunt that's not registered with the hierarchy, well, the penalty... And he motions to the wall. You see a pattern here.
Well, if I recall correctly, my daughter was in Atlanta. So I'd want to be somewhere nearby to watch over her.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Overprotective dad. Even in death.
You're still helicopter parenting?
Yep. What's she gonna do?
Exercise you.
That'd be so, like, I don't know. Like, if your dad goes out of his way in death to, like, still watch over you, he's like, get out, Dad, I'm gonna go get a priest. Haha. Our lineage is Jewish. You can't do anything.
He says, you know you won't be able to interact with her, right?
We'll see.
It's the interaction will probably be on the same level as the last couple of years.
That is super sad, and I don't know how to bounce that back.
Just the rest of the race get down. Just
Oh man, that's
that's kind of fucked up, dude.
You're a real downer.
Why you got to be making all the dead people feel bad?
So the chat is currently suggesting that you possess her. I thought somebody was going to suggest Stone Hand Punch, but I mean, that's just me.
Stone Hand Punch all the boys that get around her.
He says, well, I guess you got all of eternity to reconcile that now.
Ride the skin of your kid, said Yusuf.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
Adam, as they are discussing the years spent away from his daughter, are you going to attempt to shadow this at all? Jump in, do it, get your feet wet.
I don't know what to do, other than to make him break down and crying, but I don't know if ghosts cry.
So
We watched a little girl cry.
That was all of
I
us.
made the girl cry.
So again, you're looking to drag him down, to push him into despair, to take his darkest demons and dredge them up in front of his face. Good
Or you
job,
can make
Adam.
me suck a dude's dick.
Your daughter's actually a boy, so no, don't do that. Don't do that now.
Wait, did I hear that right?
Don't worry about it.
Yes, then that answers my question.
All right, let's switch to John Titus. So, John Titus, after your Spice Girls have been assigned, what do you do now?
Is it possible? Is it like possible to I guess check in on my girlfriend?
Sure, it absolutely is. Now, I don't think we ever established a name for her. And I feel like I'm just asking for it by asking you to come up with a name on the spot. But
Alright, Adam, what's her name gonna be?
The first one that came to my mind was Sally, but I'll go Sarah.
I am shocked. I'm legit taking a guess.
why he didn't name her like Otome or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I'm a little let down as well.
Sarah what?
I like
Amanda
Coolin's
Huggins.
idea of hug and kiss.
Yusuf is suggesting that Sarah should be spelled really weird.
Sarah. Sarah.
God damn it! So he can still be a we. Great.
Yeah, let's go with that. Like the thing of Sarah.
S-E-R-A.
Polyester, how's it going, buddy? Okay. Sarah what?
Underwood. Is he not yeah. So with Williams.
Okay, Sarah Williams.
No, no, I'm gonna drop it. That is the right thing to do.
Okay. Now who's got Adam's shadow?
That'd be me.
All right, Tom, let's see what you can do. So, if I remember your backstory correctly, you weren't living with Sarah at the time of your death, right? You had separate apartments?
Yeah, we had to. Yeah. I was saving him money. We could go together. But
What the fuck does this say?
That's what I said with. With my character sheet.
God damn it, Adam.
You can't be my shadow if you can't read. You have to use your persona, Tom.
I've got everything written down. What are you looking for? Dark passions?
Yeah, I see. Well, he wrote backwards for SITGF.
His dark passions are hurt girlfriend, destroy computer, and hurt circle mates.
What the? Oh, wear the circle, right?
Yeah, wear the circle. Also, hurting your girlfriend? Like, is that like a kinky thing, or?
That's for you to decide. For Tom to decide.
Tom?
Well then,
Is it kinky?
To.
Is it emotionally manipulative, or is it like physically abusive? What do you think it is?
We'll find out.
Remember, I am a boxer, so I don't know.
Oh,
hard work.
Hey Tenkin, how's it going? No worries, buddy. Yep, it'll be on YouTube as soon as I can get it there. But thanks for popping in, man. We do appreciate it. We'll once we get our schedule worked out and get our shit together, hopefully we'll be able to be more regular.
Damn, cooling. That's cold.
It's his body pillow.
It's just a Sailor Moon body pillow.
that's where you got the name Sarah. It's Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay, so... Okay. So I'm going to say that as you leave Ardmore's, it's probably getting later on in the night, maybe about 3 in the morning, let's say. And
Do we need to sleep? Is that a thing we need to do?
I don't think you need to. I think you can. I also think, again, my knowledge of the setting so far is lacking. I've spent the past 2 days just power reading shit. And I almost made it all the way through Necropolis, Atlanta. You can slumber, and I think that does stuff for you, but I don't know if you actually need to sleep. Anyway, as you leave, the Artificers Guild, again, you sort of start seeing the assorted wraiths of Little 5 Points begin to peel away from the street, still eyeing you with a mix of sort of not entirely trusting, not entirely knowing what you're about, not entirely liking you a whole bunch. As you sort of peer through the milky shroud.
Effie.
As you peer through the milky shroud that separates the Deadlands from the Skinlands, you can see the mortal world that you've left behind. You can see the buildings of Little 5 Points, but they seem to stoop in decay, to bend and crackle slightly. They weep mildew down every edifice. The windows are cracked and broken out. You clearly don't remember it like that. Your eyes and your hearing have become super sharp. So despite the other side almost looking at it through gelatin, you can see what little human life tends to cling to this neighborhood after dark, and it's not pretty. They're homeless people with a malignant gleam in their eyes, looking to take by force that which society has refused to give them. There are people here with perhaps darker intentions, perhaps maybe pushing addictive drugs on the unwary, perhaps looking for a victim to sate one desire or another. As you begin walking through the night, you expect it to be cold, you expect a chill breeze to pass through your corpus, but you can't feel anything at all. You attempt to fill your lungs to breathe in the night air, but there's no movement. Everything, including yourself, is hauntingly still.
I just like the bluntness of the last comment from Cool Lip. Just, or to kill by blowjob.
So, first of all, how do you get to Sarah's place?
I guess you have to walk there though, or
Are there
Like,
other
What are
ghost
you, a
tanks?
fucking peasant? You're a ghost. Woo!
No.
Are there ghost horses?
is there Ghost Riders?
God, I was trying to not say that, Adam.
There are relic vehicles, but they are super few and far between. And most of them are controlled by the hierarchy. So yeah, you're probably going to have to walk.
Cool Imp, you couldn't possibly break the tension of our game. That is our job.
Yeah, I expect it to go out the window at any given time. That blowjob spiraled out one of the greatest love stories ever seen in World of Darkness.
Yay, vampire love story.
Still better than Twilight. Anyway, so you begin making your trek through the city. The skyline seems different. Buildings are here that should not be there. And again, they stand crooked and broken and squalor. There's all sorts of strange and odd sights as you sort of take in your new surroundings. You see a gaggle of just miserable, hunched forms being led through the streets in chains by a hooded figure. You see patrols of these strangely armored gentlemen of a type that seems to be a kind of lamellar, but you've never seen any culture or anything like that in a museum. Swords at their side, leading these horrific canine-like creatures the size of a man.
Werewolves?
Where
No.
are you? Sorry.
They clearly do not look like Garu or a Hispo or anything like that.
We don't know that.
And finally, you make it to Sarah's apartment. A tall, crumbling edifice that seems to mirror the disappointment, the uncertainty. It almost seems to reflect your innermost feelings as you gaze upon it and think about what once was. What do you do?
Like, you have to like knock on the door, or just like slip through the door.
Coolimp is absolutely right. That is a Barghest. Always an Archer says Underworld 3, probably the best one. I don't remember Underworld 3 very well. I did watch it. I do remember enjoying it. What do you do, Adam?
Like, do I just like slip through the door, or like, how do I, like, do I like just like peek through the window, or what? What do I see?
I believe you have to spend a point of corpus to be able to phase through solid objects. Or walls, at least.
Do it, Adam.
You can just knock on the door.
Is the door unlocked?
Oh my god.
You're a ghost!
No. But I'll spend the corpus then, yeah.
Okay. You spend a corpus, you slide through the door. And,
Do I see her sleeping with another man? No.
Is she?
you get to the, you get to her apartment building. Slip again through the door. And again...
And you see her getting plowed by another dude.
With the exception of the ever-present decay, things seem remarkably as they have been. There's still pictures of you and her everywhere. There's still, you know, very prominently next to her television, there's that picture of the time you and her took that trip to Six Flags. And you won her that really big pink stuffed teddy bear that you actually didn't quite qualify it for. You know, the ball you threw only knocked down 2 of the little glass bottles, but the guy behind the counter actually saw how much you cared about her, and you were able to convince him to just let one slide.
I think that could have been way funnier. It's like your ball only knocked down 2 of the 3 carnies.
There's a, you know, you sort of move through and you pass into the bedroom, and you see her
Getting plowed by a dude.
She's already asleep.
Like Carlo Martino, I was kidding.
And he's just crying.
She's already asleep, and in her arms is a small picture of you and her that you guys took, or you had somebody took when you took a trip to New York. And
Man, you guys took a lot of trips.
You're standing there in front of Central Park. There's this beautiful green, you know, foliage spreading all out behind you. She holds it close to her chest and sighs as her body heaves up and down slightly as she draws in the breath that keeps her alive.
Like, I'm sorry I couldn't be with you in this darkest hour.
Yusuf says if one of these wraiths don't fuck up a Domino's display, I'm unsubbing for sure.
I mean, Adam,
no,
you can be with
no,
her. All you just have to do is inhabit her dildo.
Also, Tom Cool Imp wants you to smother her with a pillow. So what do you do at this point, Tom? This is your show.
Do it.
Well, I have this interesting thorn that Adam decided to, throw on here. What does bad luck do?
Her house gets broken into by 4 men.
Oh no!
And Adam can do nothing but watch.
I can do damage to the
what bad
living.
luck does.
New Wave says smothers her with a body pillow, so you're suggesting him to kill the old girlfriend with the new girlfriend, right?
Like, she won't leave me.
Yeah, she won't leave me.
She can't leave me.
No, I want to see the opposite. I want to see him smother the body pillow with his girlfriend.
It's just Yuri.
God damn.
Chibi Moon.
How many points is it, Tom? Oh, bad
It
luck.
is.
For each
Yeah.
angst point a shadow with bad luck spends, the Wraith's player is forced to re-roll one die. Shadow Guide's choice, or your choice. The use of bad luck does not have to be announced until after the original roll has been made. Now, you can communicate with him, and this is indeed the most way that shadows will torment their victims. It's all telepathic, so nobody else can hear him or can hear you besides him, and he can respond to you. Nobody else can hear him besides you.
Okay, I still. Can you look up what Shadowface does?
God damn
I
it!
think that's what's written here. What?
I just closed the book.
Damn it.
Shadowed Face. With this thorn, the shadow completely changes its psyche's appearance when it takes over. Shadowed Face allows the shadow to have one other visage, not a variety, which can be either known or unknown to the Wraith's associates. For an additional freebie point, the shadow can have the option of assuming the shadowed face or retaining the Wraith's original appearance during catharsis.
So, John, you enjoying this little escapade? Trip down memory lane?
Like, who's that? Like, I've never heard this voice before.
It sounds like me.
No, you sound very similar to a Scottish guy.
Solid reference.
I'm
Body
sure,
pillows are real people, so they can become wraiths. Thank you very much.
I'm sure there's a couple relic body pillows in the Shadowlands.
Yeah. Like, I am enjoying this alone time. Just leave me alone.
I'm enjoying my alone time. Get out of my room, Mom.
Adam, how big is the shrine to your waifu, and have you maintained it daily since 1998?
If not, if you have, it'll become a yokai.
That's true.
And Coolimp is absolutely correct. You can turn a wraith into a body pillow.
So, Adam, did you watch anime together? Do you want to inhabit a tuxedo mascot pillow?
I'm still waiting for mine.
Yeah. If any viewers want it,
Out of
just let-
context, that sounds weird.
And that's why we won't explain it.
I wasn't gonna. Yes, of course, the alone time with your sleeping girlfriend. Not creepy at all.
want to make sure she's okay.
Is that really all you want to do?
Is that all you want to do?
But I can't use my bodily functions anymore, so yeah.
That's not okay. That's not what I was implying.
You gonna Ghostbusters?
Mario
her?
type is the abuser, not you.
Yeah.
But why don't you just wake her up, say hi?
I don't think that would work.
Have you tried? Knock something over. Turn off a light. Turn on a light. Turn on her TV. Just grab a pillow and push her down.
Classic Adam.
I'm gonna like tap her leg and see what happens.
No. You gotta spend your you gotta really wanna.
Coolimp really wants you to smother her, and New Wave really wants Adam to possess the pillow.
Possess the pillow and then just like rub on her face. Sit on her face basically is what they're asking you to do. Oh yes, that's right. What floor is she on? We can have another trip.
What floor is she on, Adam?
Second floor?
Yay! Let's go for a trip.
I don't know if that's enough to kill somebody. Actually, I'm fairly certain, unless she like falls on her neck.
No, I mean downstairs.
Well, if you know Wraith well enough, Imp, we thank you forever for tolerating us who barely know squat.
We pretend to know what we're doing. We actually don't know anything. In fact, we don't even have character sheets. We don't even have actually a Twitch channel.
Okay, so while that marinates, we'll go to Josh.
All right.
And I believe Josh's shadow guide is Xavier?
Yay.
Oh boy.
So you make your way out of the Artificers Guild, and you see much the same as Adam did. You see the decrepit, crumbling buildings around you. You see the malignant homeless and the predators lurking in the alleyways. What do you do?
Same old, same old. Holly did tell me where she lived, right?
She did not. She only said that she would see you again.
She would see me again.
Ah, Mazi Chartzar says this is a really good hallucination if we don't have a Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Yes. Chemistry 5. Which one of us is the vampire? We won't tell.
It's Xavier.
Oh, dude, if I was a vampire, I'd off myself.
You'd
But
off
you wanna
yourself
live
right
up-
off.
For example, you want to live off the essence of others, though. Is that what you said?
Yeah, but I don't want to have to suck their dick for it.
Until you get the money, though. It's a...
I'm gonna kind of hide as well as I can and see if she makes another appearance trying to possess these homeless people, trying to get them to kill themselves again.
Alright, Dex Stealth.
I'm working on it.
Dex stealth. I do not have stealth. 3, 6. 2 successes.
Okay. So you turn down an alley in the altogether too quiet night. And just sort of watch for a bit. How long do you wait?
I'll probably give it a good 45 minutes before I get anxious and decide to leave.
Okay. Xavier, anything while he is clinging to the shadows in a dirty alley for a good 45 minutes?
Come on, we know what you want to do.
I mean, I would want to trigger Freudian slip. That doesn't do anything. The best I could do right now is Trick of the Light.
Again, you don't have to use thorns or anything. You can just talk to him.
Yeah, but there's nothing I feel like. Well, what's going through your head right now, Josh?
Probably thinking about how I saw her possess that homeless guy and basically skin rode him and made him kill himself. That's making me think about my character's boyfriend, as well as the people that killed him, and getting them to walk in front of something. I have not tried what she is doing.
Now this works. Keeping him in that mindset would help. I'll let his thoughts fester.
Okay. 'Tis a rare shadow that would not capitalize on the goal, but go for it. You play the shadow as you see fit. Josh, I would like a perception, alertness, difficulty 8.
I have that. 4 out of diff 8. 3 successes.
Oof.
So, as I said, the night is altogether too quiet, too still, and wraiths do have sharpened senses. So as you sit alone in the quiet, and the sounds of scuffling feet begin to die down, in the distance, a few alleys over, you can barely pick up a feminine voice that, wouldn't you know, it sounds just a little bit the way your mind reconstitutes Holly sounding.
I'm gonna try sneaking towards it then.
Okay, I won't make you reroll with your 2 successes on a dex stealth. That's probably good enough. So, as you sneak around towards it, a couple alleys down the street a little bit, you do indeed see Holly Underwood. Her sort of vivacious corpus, her blood-stained scarf around her neck, and she is talking to what appears to be a soldier. A soldier wearing some sort of lamellar armor that you don't recognize.
Holy shit.
And a sword at his side.
I must challenge him.
And
To a
Can I
duty.
hear what they're saying?
no, they are very well. I'll give you a chance on it.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
Because, I mean, you did hear her voice from down the street, so that'd be kind of fucking stupid. Let's see. You give me the perception alertness, and I will attempt to contest it
Okay.
with a manipulation stealth. Which I do not have. Oh, I have that. Okay.
2 successes.
I have to remember what my own fucking macros are. Tell you what, you do hear it, but it doesn't seem to make much sense. It sounds like they might be speaking thieves' cant, for lack of a better term, or they might be speaking in some kind of code.
Oh man, they're speaking in jive.
Oh.
Francis, this is now Railroad Tycoon Dumas. I don't quite get the reference, I'm sorry.
I think he was referring to my thinking of skin riding people into buses. Can't skin ride yet, though.
Ah.
I can only move limbs at this point.
But if you can learn it from her, then, well.
But you see, the thing is, you just have to move their legs.
Fucking Manuel Samuel.
Or Quap.
I'm gonna wait to see how long this conversation lasts. I'm gonna see if I can pick up any keywords that I don't know. Anything that seems to be referred to more than once.
Keywords.
Lock.
9/11.
Okay.
It hasn't happened yet.
But it's gonna. We could stop it.
You'll become known as the serial Oedipus fucking.
Doug, I got a problem. I get an erection whenever I look at my mother.
For the benefit of those on YouTube, Coolimp suggested him going around giving men erections at their mothers.
Now,
so you
that's
hear
gonna become weird when you run into the person that you accidentally, or you were just about to and they already had an erection.
you hear hierarchy sweep, which, if you remember, rang a bell with something Cryer told you in the very beginning. You hear renegades, specters, and they agree to meet later.
Okay.
Do you remain hidden then?
Once it seems that the conversation's over, I'm just gonna kind of
Solid reference.
pretend to walk into it.
Okay. So as you sort of begin walking into it, the soldierly-looking fellow sort of like looks up. He sees you, and he has this really like embarrassed look on his face, and he just sort of like fades away. Holly sort of perks up when she sees you. Well, darling, I told you I'd see you again, but I didn't expect to see you so soon, and begins sashaying her hips like a pendulum as she walks towards you.
Possess the prostate.
Oh man, that's the album that we're gonna drop in the next couple of years. Look forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Prostate possession.
what was that man exactly? I'm gonna ask her.
That man? Oh, I forget you're new here, darling. The, uniform you'll recognize. That's what a legionnaire looks like around these parts. You won't see them much in Little Five.
Ah. Paying you a personal visit then?
Well, I normally don't like to give such things away, but, he is a customer, after all, and I have to make my oboli somehow.
No, Lucky Star Scream is something different.
Like, you mind me asking, what kind of wares you sell?
Honey,
Masterworks all. Can't go wrong.
God damn it.
honey, if I have to explain it to you.
Oh, I don't know. People would still be interested about that kind of thing down here.
Sometimes a good feeling can go a long way, honey. Would you like to find out?
I'm not of that particular persuasion, at least not at the moment. It's more about...
What?
It's like, hey, you're hot and all, but I don't feel like doing this.
I'm sexual preference fluid.
God damn.
I'm sexual fluid.
Like, it's more about something I saw you do that I was interested in.
Oh? I, thought I was more discreet, but, do tell.
Well, it's just, I kind of point to the meandering homeless people. Well, if I saw correctly, I thought you jumped in one of those men and made him jump in front of a bus.
What? Honey, I haven't even been around this area since the last time I talked to you.
Was it around this area when it happened?
Yeah, you haven't left Little Five yet.
Well, somebody looked an awful lot like you, though. I was more interested in learning how one might be able to do such things.
Would you give me a wits empathy, please?
Wits empathy. I can kind of do that. Ooh.
You got
Zero successes.
Yep, 0.
Okay, so you can't quite make out the expression on her face when
It's alright. I get that look all the time.
Clearly, your character's never played LA Noir.
I know, she's doing one of those.
I haven't
Epic
seen him
gameplay.
for a couple days now. Do I know I'm lying?
honey, if you want to know how to look like something else, ask one of the maskers. They can make you look like anything you want.
Where would one find these maskers? I wasn't talking about the looking part exactly.
What were you referring to then?
Well, you're a beautiful lady, but I don't particularly care to look like you. Don't take that the wrong way. But it was more the possession aspect of it. I can think of a few people I'd like to see get hit by a bus.
You know, I knew a guy who got hit by a bus.
My cousin had a friend who got hit by an ambulance on their way to pick up somebody who got hit by a car.
That's funny.
Oh, this is out of character. I'm just like, that's really specific.
No, I knew a guy who got hit by a bus, and then later on in his life, he got hit by a bus.
2 buses.
No joke, he got hit by 2 buses.
I've never been hit by a bus. I have hit a bus.
I just physically struck a bus.
No, I was riding my bike and I wasn't paying attention. And splat.
It's not macabre. He didn't die. He's still alive to this day. I'm not so sure about the buses though.
The buses had to be put down.
They had to take the buses out to the farm.
The bus farm where we grow new buses every day.
The bus farm upstate that your parents told you your old dog went to.
That's your old buses go to.
Whenever those buses get a flat tire. No, his name was not Weil.
So,
I
second.
think
Sorry.
Yusuf might be a bus in disguise, guys.
I mean, there's only one way to be sure, right?
Give him the bus test.
What's your favorite kids' TV show?
Just as I thought. No answer.
It's like a couple seconds later, but yeah. It's Thomas the Tank Engine.
I'm seeing the LA Noir faces.
Thomas the Magic Train Bus. Is it possible to possess a bus in Wraith? You'd have to ask Coolant. He knows more.
Oh, dude, possessing a bus and then killing all the kids? Yo.
It's like if you're short on money, right? That's a feasible
Nah,
thing.
dude,
you
if I'm
could
short
do.
on bullets.
You need their little child souls.
We're all terrible people.
So, if we can continue the game, Holly will say, "That's an Arkanoid called puppetry, baby. I don't even know that one."
Well, there's really no way I can tell she's lying to me right now, right?
You did botch or not botch, but you did fail a wit's empathy.
Can I help him in this endeavor?
My shadow?
Yeah. I want him to learn that.
I will let you roll Josh's wit's empathy, sure. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense because you know what he knows. So theoretically, that means you don't know what he knows.
Coolip summed it up pretty well. He is our collective shadow.
You have to give him our character sheets now.
We'll mail them to you.
Yeah.
Postage.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. You know exactly as much as he does.
Both.
You can convince him one way or the other.
You gonna tell me something in my head, Xavier?
Mhm. Well, I'll tell you that you should probably find out who. That is, if you want to get your vengeance.
Xavier, I feel like you're playing this as like a co-op character, and then you threw in the bit about the vengeance to like qualify it.
No, this can work. But at the moment he does not have the capacity to fulfill his dark passions. With that, he will.
Okay. I will trust you, friend.
What did you call the people who knew puppetry?
Puppeteers.
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 Puppeteer. My job here is done.
Well, I did ask her where I could possibly find the puppeteers.
This is the part where the NPC knows something the storyteller doesn't, because I haven't been able to read that far into Necropolis Atlanta.
She seems fairly well connected.
Yeah, so she will give you an address of a puppeteer, and I'm going to have to get back to you on that next session.
That's okay.
Okay, so back to Tom for the moment. And
I'm his shadow.
Ah, yes. So now that you guys have assigned your Spice Girls, what's Clive McCullen's next venture?
I think it's funny that I got first initiative. Now I get to go.
I mean, your first initiative was to set up the Spice Girls.
But that's when we were all still together.
Okay, fair enough.
Huh.
Do it.
Give into your hate. Well, I would assume, since everyone's going kind of in separate ways except for Josh, but why not? I need to go spy on my rival.
Okay.
Flanagan.
Not that guy's rival, another rival.
Oh.
So do tell me about this rival, Tom.
The only man to best me. I'm pretty sure. Except in points.
He's a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate skill level.
Well, let's start with his name.
Justin Bonnet.
Okay, Justin Bonnet. And what kind of person is Justin Bonnet?
Probably just a normal dude.
Okay, normal fencing enthusiast.
Oh, like those people that we stayed at their house in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're finishing up our fencing class like at 9:30.
Yeah.
Fucking what? You think late night fencing was like code for sex?
They did have actual fencing equipment though.
That's what makes it kinky.
So you make your way to Justin Bonnet, who probably lives in a nicer part of Atlanta. Maybe a suburb. That's a hell of a walk, buddy.
Call upon your ancestral steed.
Oh, I do have what, Argos? That's the
Oh, I was like, your family has an ancestral steed that gives them rides in the afterlife?
Yours doesn't?
It's just an Irish racial ability.
He's Scottish.
No, he is Irish.
Oh,
He
oh
thinks
then
he's
that means you get to have unicorns.
What?
You get to have the unicorn. Oh,
What's your level of Argos?
3.
Holy shit.
I do it good.
So yeah, you can basically disappear from sight, fucking fly, or teleport short distances.
what is a short distance?
Let's just say a good, like, 25 miles.
Willpower in miles.
The book just says line of sight, so, on a clear day.
Just get on a mountain.
Actually, I think Necropolis Atlanta does specify that some wraiths will just flicker off the top of the CNN tower, so, yeah, line of sight, fuck it.
Oh, man. If I just get high enough, I become Goku.
Instant transmission.
Oh, what's wrong with Argos, Coolant?
Maybe he hates it. Maybe he had a bad experience with it once and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he had his whole thing planned, but then somebody had Argos and just kind of fucking ruined his plans.
Did Argos kill your family?
Not as fun to mess with humans.
I assume that's why Samus hates doors.
I mean, Doris killed her parents.
That's why she shoots them every time she sees them.
Yeah, she was actually the one that shot John Morrison.
Okay, so what would you like to do, Tom? How do you get there?
Well, I guess I can just fly there.
Okay. So if you're gonna
Scene.
if you're gonna activate your phantom wings, you roll Stamina Argos difficulty 6. Each success grants you 1 turn of flight, so you can fly for about 3 seconds per success.
Difficulty 6, you say?
Yes.
So you just fly straight up and then teleport.
That is viable, I believe.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I don't know, Tom. What's your other thing?
Castigate. That one ain't gonna work so well. Let's just do
Is that
this.
the one that you can tell Josh to shut the hell up?
Yeah, pretty much. 5 successes.
Okay. So you can bear yourself aloft for about 15 seconds. So Clive McLean, reaching into some instinctual part of yourself that I don't know how you know you can do this as a character.
I don't either.
You sort of reach down.
I imagine kind of like Brick, how he just kind of has a grenade.
Oh, from Anchorman.
Where'd you get that grenade?
I don't know.
And these sort of spectral, silvery, luminescent wings unfurl from your back, and you leap into the air and fly.
Yeah, the Astro Boys theme song kicks in.
No. He's like a weeb for fucking Western shit. So get out of here with your inferior.
Cowboy Tanaka?
Superman.
So you take wing. You elevate yourself. The city rising from its foundation like a garden of tombstones bent and broken and decaying, and you above it all looking down at the collective misery of the Shadowlands. Josh, anything while he's on his way to Bonets?
Isn't it nice how you can do this? Aren't you glad I'm here to help you?
Fool, I do this of my
instinctual
own.
part of you.
I know not who speaks to me, though I do this of my volition.
Oh, you do it of the volition, but where does it come from?
From my inner strength.
That's who you're talking
I have
to.
reached a level of martial arts that lets me fly.
I was taught by Gohan.
Who knew that Ray said Red Bull?
Oh, it's Red Bull talking to me? Fuck off, you weird commercials.
He has product placement in his head.
Red Bull gives you wings. But it actually doesn't, and somebody got sued. Well, they got sued. That was fucking dumb.
Welcome
Still
to
remember
the
when Red
law
Bull was
system.
like as bad as Four Loko when it came out, where people were just mixing it with vodka
Oh,
and just
Four Loko,
getting
bro.
smashed on it.
That's a lot of shitty alcohol.
I mean, you could have made chili out of Four Loko.
Oh, I'm glad you like it, Mazzy Chartzar.
Oh man, what's his DJ name?
The Shadowlands gotta pay the bill somehow with ads.
Well, I mean, you're of Irish descent, right? So I think the DJ name would be Potato Papa.
Also, well, I think our ads are like in the game are our Patreon, like billboards.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh no, she meant the ads in your head.
I know.
Ah, okay.
But he's flying by and he just sees a billboard. Donate to Kafkon's Patreon.
What a bunch of losers.
I also enjoy
Sell
Outrage
out.
Cool Imp. I don't know how to feel about the name that they gave to them.
Oh, Outrage Against the Machine?
No, you know what I'm talking about, Tom. The collective group of people who outrage.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
I recall.
What are they called?
I recall what.
Again?
I believe it was something on the scale of was it creepers? No, that wasn't quite right.
No, I remember now.
Is Josh slowing down for anybody else, or is that just me?
I
Yeah,
wonder if
actually-
320.
Yeah.
No, not bad. Am I doing all right again?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Okay. All right, what are we doing?
Well, I'm going to Justin Bonnet. Oh, that's right. Vaguely racist. No, that's not.
They knew that was a racial term.
One was vaguely racist, the other was
Explicitly.
Okay, getting this fucking fuck train back on track. So you arrive at Justin Bonnet's house in 15 seconds because the GM doesn't give a fuck.
Woo!
You touch down upon his front lawn.
But what about the storyteller?
Him neither. You touch down upon the front lawn. His house looking much shittier than you remember. His lawn gnomes are very sad, and the bushes wilt with.
he lost his rival. He lost his reason for getting better. Was he your Dinkelberg? Just a normal dude, and you're just like Dinkelberg.
Bonet.
Yeah, kind of. He deserved worse. Well, let's go. Let's go spy on him practicing,
You deserve worse.
so I can learn his every move.
I won't say you can't, but it is 3 in the morning.
Damn it! I didn't
I
think.
want to know what time he goes to do his morning potty.
Punch him in his sleep. No.
If he was a true duelist, he'd be practicing this hour every day.
I mean, when we stared at that Airbnb, it was pretty early in the morning when those people were coming back from their fencing practice.
Was it? How late was it? No, we got there pretty fucking late, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was one extreme or the other where it was just weird to think about.
It might have been like 10 or 11. I don't remember.
Late night fencing.
It was like midnight fencing. Yeah. Like, yeah, we
Midnight
used
They
fencing
were
just sounds
actually
like
just
sex.
Yeah.
No, they were actually just selling stolen things. Anyway. It seems as though Clive McCullen didn't think things through too well. Voice in my head. What shall I do? Shut up.
What does he like?
Go frost his flakes.
Go for his face.
Put water in his hand. Cold water in his
Make
hand.
him pee himself.
Masturbating his mailbox. Just ectoplasm when he opens it.
I don't know what the consistency of ectoplasm is.
Yes, you do.
Is it Ghostbusters?
So, Tom, what are you actually gonna do here?
That's a very good question. Well,
Why did you expect him to be training right now?
because he should be.
Well, he was the better fencer, wasn't he? He doesn't need to be up as early as you did.
Ooh. Push him to the Tempest.
That's a great idea, Other Shadow.
Like there's your shadow proper, and then there's just the fucking your fucking Murphy Fiero shadow.
I got my Shadow and then my Palpatine.
God, I wish Bob was streaming with us. Can you imagine the stupid crap his shadow would come up with?
What?
Mhm.
Oh no, I think you cut out again, Josh.
Oh,
No, he's fine.
Okay, I saw his mouth move. Maybe I'm lagging a bit.
Are you mad because you got on the fencing master council without being considered a fencing master yourself?
from your perspective, the fencing council's the one that's evil.
But he's the one who killed me.
Maybe if you'd practiced more, that wouldn't have happened.
And yeah, cool. I
Practicing
that's on
now.
par with Bob.
I'm going inside the house now.
Have I egged you on enough?
Probably.
Okay. Again, you're gonna need to spend a point of corpus to pass through.
Dunzo.
Okay. Spend a point of corpus. You pass through, and again, there's just this hint of decay in everything, but not as much as you've seen around Little 5 Points. Not as much as you saw when you were sailing over Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, I'm bleeding. Okay.
This is how nice your house would have looked like if you managed to get tenure.
He's got pictures with his beautiful wife that might be about 5 years younger than him, and these two just lovely looking bright-eyed rosy-cheeked children, and there's pictures of them running around in tall grass at Grant Park. There's pictures of Mr. Bonet and his fencing Sunday best with very, very large trophies adorning the mantle as you walk in. There's almost this silver glint of moonlight that blinds you for a moment as it radiates from his collected memorabilia.
This is what success looks like. You could have had this if you tried harder.
If you didn't fucking just eat it.
I'm a published historian. I don't have to take this.
How many people have read your work?
I don't know.
You know you could do so much better, even though you're dead.
His work would actually inspire Liam Neeson to try out for Qui-Gon Jinn.
Are you saying that because he's Irish?
Yes.
God damn it. Ugh. That's not nice. That'll hurt someone's feelings. Not mine, but somebody's. Ugh.
Alas, New Wave, without Bob, we have no one to make the vodka-filled gerbils.
Rest in spaghetti.
Not since the accident.
Now
What do you
I shall be
plan
the
to
one
see here?
to stare at someone while they sleep, if they're sleeping.
Yeah, if you make your way to his bedroom, I mean, the snoring is rather cacophonous, but his wife doesn't seem to mind. And of course, she is absolutely beautiful and radiant, bathed in the moonlight that trickles in through the curtains, and he holds her tightly, looking incredibly content. A smug smile spreads across his face.
Why didn't you ever have any of this?
Because I'm not French.
Because, well, he was making love to women I was studying the blade.
Yeah. You beat me to it, but it's all good.
He probably wouldn't be able to teach those classes very well if you woke him up right now.
Better yet, stick your finger in his ass, make him ejaculate uncontrollably until morning. He'll be too tired.
Well, that would be funny.
But
I'd also do that to his wife. Anyway,
his wife is gonna have to clean up that mess. Gallons of semen all over the bed sheets.
you'll look like a spooky ghost. Oh, wait.
I don't know what I expected tonight to be, but this wasn't it.
Why do you still have expectations? This is on you.
Not all of my hopes and dreams have died yet.
Stick a finger in her ass. Thank you, Coolimp.
Tom. What are your Arcanoi?
My Arcanoid is...
Argos Castanite.
Yeah.
Just those two?
Yep. I can move and I can tell you to shut the fuck up.
Can you move things?
I don't think so now.
Oh
I
shit.
don't think he can. I have Freudian slip, so I can make him say or do something dumb.
Jokes on
Stick
you.
your
I'm
finger in his butt.
Yeah, the thing is, if he doesn't have something that can make him interact with the skinlands, I can't do much right now.
You can't use Freudian slip if I'm always dumb.
This is true.
So while you ponder the best way to make Tom shove something up his butt, we will return to Xavier.
Ah. What was I doing again? Right. Talking to the
Yeah,
dude.
you were talking to Ardmore.
I'll look back and like, oh, all my companions are gone.
Moving things is outrage, yes, says Coolimp.
Alright, so I guess I'll make my way towards the Atlanta proper area. Seeing as my circle is gone and I've got nothing better to do.
Again, I mean, your passions are strong enough to drag you into a semi-semblance of life from death. You have plenty of shit to do, but sure, absolutely. So you make your way to...
Well, yeah, I need to find fatalism, and that can help me find out how I died.
Okay, fair enough. So you make your way to Atlanta proper. And again, squalor. All about you. Adam the Shadow, how do you chime in at this point?
Adam the Shadow is a street name?
I believe it's pronounced Kage, sir.
That's... Oh,
Adam.
I don't know what...
Adam.
Adam, you might as well look at the chat. I mean, Coolimp's
Yeah.
fucking helping you out.
Yeah. Stick your finger in his ass.
You're doing your job, Adam.
Yeah.
Damn it, Adam, give your sheet to Coolimp.
What's he gonna start doing next? He's gonna start giving us pizza?
Congratulations, Coolimp. You are now a higher rank than Adam. Adam will be showing up at your house with the pizza soon.
Well, like wasn't somebody already hired up like in the last stream or the previous stream?
What?
Like, didn't someone like get raised above me last stream?
We made Topher the CEO of the Capcom Ireland branch.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah.
He's already had more pizza than us, Adam.
Yeah. Well, whose fault is that?
Coolimp had pizza for dinner tonight as well.
He should provide the pizza already.
House chicken.
Huh?
Oh, I said I had General Tao's chicken.
I don't know what the fuck I had. Oh, right, I had leftover tacos from yesterday.
I had crackers.
All right, Xavier.
Oh, Tom can't say that.
What is your goal as you sort of take in the nightlife, night death, night undeath? You're here.
Night.
Look for anybody who knows anything about the hierarchy.
Well, I mean, Ardmore seemed fairly knowledgeable, but if you want to leave the shop and explore, that's fine. Once you leave the little 5 points area, that is not terribly hard to do. I do believe their main citadel 5 point station is actually somewhere nearby. Outside of the neighborhood, but still nearby.
Oh.
And if you were to head in that direction, much as John Titus did, you would see, the Legionnaires patrolling, standing at the ready. You would see the slave traders dragging their wares. You would see lower level functionaries looking very much like your typical businessman here, dragging their briefcases out for lunch or whatever the Wraithly equivalent is.
I guess I'll accost one.
Who would you like to accost, Xavier?
What are my options?
Steve.
Fucking Steve.
You know what? Steve's last name is Flanagan. That's canon now.
Flanagan!
Let's see. I will give you the choice of one of the Reapers leading a chain gang. I will give you the choice of a Legionnaire. I will give you the choice of what looks like a pencil pusher making his way out of 5 point station. Those are... yeah, sure.
I will go with the nerd.
Okay. So...
the pencil pusher.
I know what a nerd is, thank you. So you approach the nerd and...
I'll just be like, you there.
Who, me? I'm terribly busy. I gotta get these over to the Grand Park Citadel in like half an hour. What do you want?
You're on your way to a citadel. What is that?
Are you new here?
Extraordinarily new.
Oh, we're gonna have to get you registered with the hierarchy then. How did you die?
That's what I would like to find out.
Legion of Mystery then. Huh. I don't... their recruitment numbers have been pretty low lately. They'll actually be glad to see you.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, citadels, yes, that's where the hierarchy, the lawmakers congregate. The ones that, keep us safe from the monsters and the renegades and the heretics.
No one's glad to see you. Not even your daughter.
All right. Oh no. That's
too shadowy.
man, that's hurtful, Adam. Just like, damn. It's like, what a dick shadow.
Coolum's going nuts in the chat.
I'm telling you, man, he is feeding you gold. You could...
And you're pissing it away without pizza. Ugh. Well, if there's anything that they can tell me, I'll be glad to go with. How do I meet these Legion of Mystery people?
Okay. Have not read enough Necropolis Atlanta. So your friend is, your new friend, is going to escort you. Somewhere we'll find out next session, I suppose.
Next time on
Dragon's Ball P.
Do one of your come along, little lap dog. Do you beg for treats as well?
Well, Adam, now you're just being unoriginal.
What do you want from me?
You don't have to know what we want. You just have to know what the fans want. And they've been making plenty of jokes about you sucking dick.
Yeah.
Okay. Adam, John Titus, you're up.
Cool.
So come on now. You know you wanna. Just you gotta really want it.
I'm gonna just fight the urge. Just like try to, try to embrace my girlfriend. Just like give her like one last hug.
No. You have to. You're gonna have to manifest yourself.
Oh, dude. You know what would be the best way to cuck him? If she gets embraced by a vampire. You'll never see her. Not for a very long time.
Rest in peace, Adam's throat. No, it's gonna be active for quite a while, I assume.
Yeah, if I have something to say about it.
Go on now, suck that dick.
Alright, yeah, you go try to embrace her. You try to wrap your arms around her. You think about the last time you held her. The way her warm skin pressed against yours. The way you could feel the solid thump, thump, thump of her heartbeat. The way her head tucked in, just perfectly fitting beneath your chin. And you can smell that coconut shampoo that she always used. That scent that you always associated with her and just couldn't get it out of your mind.
And always gave you a headache.
And as you lay arms around her, nothing. It passes through without even the resistance of water, as if you were grasping at air. Your arms pass straight through.
Aw, that's a shame. Hey, you want to fix this?
What legion would she belong to?
Come on now. You do want this, right? I mean, after all, otherwise you're just a dirty quitter, kind of like, how you died.
Shut up, voice in my head. You don't know me.
Oh, I know you better than you think.
Yeah.
Now, you're not answering my question. You don't want this, do you? Huh? You're lying to yourself.
You're myself. I don't know.
But you're me. We have a strange spectrum of shadows.
You think you're better than me?
You think you're better than me? Get the dinger out.
Yeah.
Every time that shows up, just ding.
Yeah. Do I just switch over to shadow now?
I mean, you can.
No, that's good.
Come on. I mean, if
You
you really just want to keep running away like always.
I mean, you absolutely can give your shadow control of your body if you want.
Release your soul to me.
Was that the ghost of Stonewall Jackson? Come on, John. You're gonna run, aren't you? I know you are. Go on, turn tail and run back to your new circle of your new echo chamber.
No. I'm just gonna stand guard.
And do what? Say someone breaks in. What are you gonna do? Nothing.
I can do something to them.
You can. You want to know how?
Did I?
How are you gonna do it?
Okay. Well, I thought the audio went out. Listen to music.
You can just let me take over for a minute, and everything you want comes true.
What do you want me to
No,
have?
wait, what do I want?
Tell them what you want, Adam. What you really, really want. You
I
wanna?
tell you what.
You wanna?
I tell you what. uh, what are your intentions?
Only the purest.
I feel like my character would be gullible and just like.
Oh, okay, voice in my head.
I,
Gee, let's see what you can do.
I'll give you 30 seconds.
I'm gonna need a little more time than that,
this
Chief.
is reminding me of fucking SpongeBob when he hires the Strangler to be his bodyguard.
Oh. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's a good one, and I don't know if they saw it. New Wave Masquerade says, "Let me take over, John. I'll spice up her life." The storytelling game of passion and horror, folks.
Hey, this is how we do passion and horror.
Spice Girls and jerking off in somebody's mailbox.
Yeah.
don't know.
Hey,
How
I
else
just
to
found the
do
new
it?
episode title.
By the way, what is Adam's Arcanoids?
I have hold on. You can say ulcers, USURS, and
What?
moliate.
Ulcers?
I don't
That's
know.
your
Yeah.
Adam, usury.
Usury?
Oh, I got ulcers.
My
You're
favorite
dead.
raid power, ulcers.
I just added an L in there somehow. Yeah.
So we know what moliate does, and what does ulcers in quotations do?
That's like the like basically I can like either heal myself or take a life from other things.
Aha.
Yeah.
You can shift pathos or corpus from one source to another.
But I have 3 dots in it, Chaz.
Let's see. You can steal another person's life energy with a touch. Once the Wraith is in contact with her prey, she rolls manipulation usury. Each success steals a health or corpus level. The victim marks off the levels on her sheet while the usurer adds them to hers. The Wraith may only use this art as long as she is below her maximum corpus. If she is unharmed, she has to no place to put any stolen corpus unless she possesses the exchange rate art below.
Well, 30 seconds, Adam. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said 30 seconds, so go ahead and do what you gotta do, Tom.
Good
Well-
God, Adam.
Well, all right.
I said 30 seconds, but I don't know how long.
Well,
Isn't that 10 rounds?
yep. I think.
Yeah.
And since you mentioned about stealing life force, and I know you're not at max corpus.
Ooh.
Adam, you just fucked up.
That's what I do, though.
Well,
You
it's
do
time
not
to steal your
fool.
girl's life force, so she'll always be with you.
But like, Chaz, is it also like possible to like re-overtake the shadow?
Maybe.
Reversal. Yeah, to fuck up or blow someone.
Usually they're one and the same.
No, I think. No, yeah, he was blowing somebody that fucked up. Adam, you know what the thing about that is, if you were not Giovanni, you could have gotten away with it.
Yeah. But Giovanni with
their painful penis bites.
Yeah, talk about clan weakness coming back to bite you.
those STDs, man.
Wait. So,
Convergement IP.
what am I rolling?
Well, you did give him 30 seconds, so that is at least one round, enough to use your offer life force.
So, what am I rolling?
You are
Because
rolling.
unlike my character sheet, I don't have those dots.
Manipulation, what?
Manipulation usury.
So you're
Seven-
all so
7
3
die.
for... Huh?
7 die.
Ooh, what's the diff?
6?
Like,
Oh,
it said, like,
difficulty of the victim's willpower.
Oh, she's in mourning right now. She was cradling
Oh man.
a
It's just like Pathfinder.
a photo of her and John. Her willpower can't be terribly high.
Probably like a 4 or a 5 maximum. I'm just gonna roll that and see what happens.
0 success.
I'll set it at a 5 then.
Ooh, okay. Where is that thing? Of course, I have 7 die for a diff 4, but not for a diff 5. Let me look for that one.
Mazzy Chartzar gives you credit for letting someone else take over your character. Cheers, man, and good luck. Yeah, he might need it.
Ooh, that ain't good.
Oh.
what I expected, yes. That's
Haha, you're rolling Adam's dice.
Okay, so
Now, what about the bad luck thorn?
you can make Adam re-roll dice with that. So that's coming up soon.
But
As Adam lays Adam, watching through your own eyes, you see your shadow just lay your hand on your girlfriend's chest, and all of a sudden she bolts up screaming. Now, if you would like to try and regain control, I will let you both roll Adam's current willpower, since I don't actually know the mechanics for that.
What's your willpower, Adam?
5.
So I'm gonna make a GMing call, and yeah, everybody gets to roll 5 dice, and
Everybody.
Yeah.
Tom has that bad luck.
Yeah. So, diff
Is it diff
6.
6 then?
Oof. I didn't need it.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
All right, Tom, you've got control for another round.
Well, time to do it again. That's much better.
Well, cool.
Oh
Em.
my
If
lord.
you've never seen someone give into the shadow in the second session, I'm glad we're breaking your
what
expectations.
are you using as her health?
I have her health track in my head.
Oh, well, like you're using the standard 7?
That's a good point. Is she a mook? No. I'll at least give him the standard 7. His chances are balls up the wall anyway. All right, you can literally watch her skin shrivel, her veins rise to the surface, her eyeballs bulge as she is screaming in agony. What do you do, Adam? Do you
Try to
attempt
break out
to?
again.
Huh?
Try to, like, take control again.
Do you say anything to the shadow, or is it just?
Stop it!
Yeah, but
Yeah, but stop.
manage for that. Yeah. Like, stop it!
Adam, you're killing your girlfriend.
I was a Yandere the whole time, Xavier.
If she can't be with me, she'll be with no one else.
Yeah.
Adam.
Well,
And
Adam,
be that
are you
cool.
gonna try to take back possession or what?
Yeah, we try to take back.
I mean, you could
Take
just
back
not.
position. No.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Oof. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, Ben.
Third time's the charm. Let's find out.
You only need another. Ooh.
Oh
Damn.
yeah.
Ah, if only there's that diff 4.
Are you spending his pathos to use that ability?
That doesn't matter to me.
All right. So that time she is actually able to bolt up out of bed and look around and try to see what's hurting her, as skin is basically flaking off in piles of ash.
Oh lord.
Like, sorry, babe. This bastard said he could help me.
Actually, you're basically just screaming internally at this point because you don't even
Yeah.
have control of your mouth. Not that she could hear it either way.
I'm just laughing maniacally, much like I am here.
Yeah.
You gonna do the willpower roll again?
Yeah.
I mean, you could not, if you really don't want to.
Oof.
Oh, what happened with the tie chest?
Just re-roll
Defender
it.
wins.
Just re-roll it.
Hmm. All right, Adam, reroll.
Yeah.
You know what, Adam? Go fuck yourself.
I'm taking control. Yeah.
Nope, you got to reroll.
I thought I had. Oh,
Yeah, but you have a little bad luck on your side.
okay.
Whoa!
Oof.
No bad luck this time.
Do I gain anything from acting on my dark passions?
I think so.
What do I gain?
XP.
Because I did that 3 times.
Okay.
The most powerful dark passion he has too.
I think we are now at a point, unfortunately, when I have to do some serious reading before we can go any further.
Oh. You gonna leave it on this?
I'm gonna leave it on this.
Adam almost killing his girlfriend.
You're a terrible person, Adam.
So I think this session was worth 3 XP for everybody.
Yeah.
Woo!
And go ahead and vote for the extra. Coolip
As much
loves
as-
you at the moment, Tom.
I love me too, but you're cool as well.
He's
What's
cool.
his name?
I'm gonna give it to Adam.
Why?
Because I didn't think he would do something like that.
Betray your expectations.
Coolip votes for Tom. Hey,
I
that's
vote.
a great
Ooh.
idea. We can have chat break ties now. Go ahead and vote, Josh.
I vote for Tom. His shadow actually did something.
I gotta give the bonus to Adam because he let me be the shadow. That was fun.
Adam, you can tie it up.
Hey,
Oh,
Vote
No,
for
you can't.
yourself.
New Wave Masquerade votes for Adam.
yeah. Wait. So what's the score right now? Like 2 for me, 2 for Tom.
technically, if I'm giving you one, Josh going for Tom. Tom, who are you going for? Adam. So
Yeah.
it's 3 Adam, 2 Tom.
Oh.
All right, Computer
Or if you
Smurf
count
also
Computer
votes for
Smurf.
Adam.
All right, Adam, you can't tie it up anymore.
Yeah. Did I vote for myself? Just kidding. Tom.
Oh.
Wow.
Just kidding. No.
Chaotic evil.
Anyone else in chat want to vote? Now's your time.
The real monster of the campaign, not the shadow. Adam the player.
I just did all that for 1 XP, guys.
Wow, he politicianed you guys.
All right, sounds to me like Tom wins the bonus.
Wait, what?
Tom.
Wait, what? When did this happen?
Am I wrong?
I thought Adam got most of the votes.
So Adam got. Oh wait, did he? Adam got 2 votes in chat, and then okay, maybe he did.
Like, unless like somebody else is in the chat that wants to vote. Yeah.
We accept all, Except you.
All right. Giving it to Adam. 3.
It's
Also,
XP?
that keeps me from
No.
having to write down my XP.
You get 1 additional, so you get 4 from
Okay.
this session.
Cool. Leaves him at 9.
All right.
I think you're so cool.
You guys in the chat tonight have been awesome. This has been a blast. Did you guys have fun tonight?
Yeah.
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 Hopefully
It was
my
quite fun being an active shadow.
hopefully my ignorance of the setting has not ruined anything for you guys. Next time will be better. I'll be more prepared. Anything you guys want to say now?
I hope all your dreams are full of Ket Beckinsale, since you all were talking about her in the chat.
Yeah. She's officially MILF status, I think, at this point. And Adam, good job on not sucking dick this time.
Despite the encouragement of almost everyone in chat,
I can only hope for you, New Wave Masquerade. I can only hope for you.
All right. Standard plugs for the people watching this on YouTube. If you like what you see, like and subscribe, because this isn't going to stop anytime soon. Social media links down below. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Social media, Patreon, buy your Chaz's books.
Support us on Patreon.
Oh.
All that jazz.
If you're not I guess if you're watching us either way, follow us on Twitch, because we need more people watching. We have fun with the chat. Chat has fun, right, chat?
Yeah.
They all said yes already. They can't take it back. No.
There's no take backsies.
No takesies backsies.
no Indian giving. Right, Xavier?
Yeah, it'd be a real dick thing to give somebody something and then just take it away. And then, put stupid faces in a mountain or something.
Oh, you're talking about Crazy Horse.
I think there's more than one thing you could be referring to. I think the U.S. government's done that more than one time. What is it, Mount Rushmore?
That is the one I'm referring to.
And then they did do another one.
Probably with a stupid white person face. Anyways.
All right. Chat, you guys have been great. If you're watching on YouTube, please, we hope to have you join us next time, because we had a blast tonight. Have
Follow
yourselves.
the Twitter to find out when we stream.
We're okay. I'm hoping that by the next time we do this, we'll actually have a schedule set up.
Just follow us on Twitter. You'll find out there, probably.
We'll stream whenever the hell we feel like it.
All right.
Even sometimes when we don't feel like doing it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
This is where we plug another channel, but we don't know any other channels.
We can plug Cool Imp. I mean, Cool Imp's been pretty awesome to us.
There you go.
Yeah, there.
Cool Imp. All the people you brought here, go watch Cool Imp's channel.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He can be invited
3
himself.
Central Modern V20 set in San Antonio at 8:30.
All right. Thanks again, guys.
San Antonio in years.